Hi, this is Weasel2HTM, though I often refer to myself as the Weasel. And what you're about to see is a bit of a project. What's going on is you know, as many of you know, I do a blog TV show with music and talking, spin tunes, tell stories, and all that stuff. Well, I'm not the only person who does that on blog TV, and several of us have done a thing where we'll exchange a pre show. And it'll be 30 to 60 minutes. Some have been almost 90. But, I mean, it kind of gives us a break. It kind of gives each other of us some exposure. And frankly, they're fun to make. So, now, probably the most common way to do them is to just almost do them live, except instead of going out to blog TV, you're just recording them into an audio recorder. I think DJ Aaron uses Sony SoundForge. UXW Bill and I use Audacity. However, there's another way to make a pre-show, and I use this method pretty regular myself, and that is to do my announcing into the microphone and then just bring the tunes in the Audacity and just line everything up. Now, what you just heard is kind of redundant. I go over this already in the video, but actually, it was suggested to me by UXW Bill to do a full-blown introduction. So that's what I'm doing here. Now, what you are going to see, and there'll be a title explaining this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it, is real-time, almost unadulterated. Pretty much just enough editing to get it together. None of my screw-ups are edited out. If I goofed, screwed up, or whatever, I left it in. I'm human. I'm not perfect. But the thing is, and the beauty of that is, I show you how I fixed it or worked around it. And sometimes I've even said, I could have done it better if, but it's done now and it works. And you'll see that a few times. So anyway, that is the excessively long introduction. Of course, through the magic of video editing, I'm actually filming this a few days later from the actual main video you're getting ready to watch, and and just in an effort to use as many different cameras as I can, I'm now shooting this on my laptop with its built-in webcam. So, oh, this will be fun to do. This has actually been a bit of a project, and I will say it was pretty impressive. The computer, I was editing this audio and running Cam Studio to capture my screen. And that little Pentium D did a pretty good job keeping up with all of that. So anyway, guys, I've jabbered long enough. Let's get to the main video to where you can listen to me jabber even more. But at least you'll get to watch me do stuff in Audacity. How's that? Alright, talk to you here in about 2 seconds.
Okay, well, I think it's time I show you guys how I make a pre-show. Now, sometimes I do them live, just like the Weasel Show. However, sometimes I also do them by doing my announcements into Audacity and then just dragging and dropping the files in and just lining everything up. Now, I prefer the live method. Sometimes I'm just in the groove to do it that way. However, the other method is faster. And the other thing is that well, let's put it this way. I've whipped out a 45-minute pre-show before and have had it done in 20 minutes. So it is much faster to do it that way. Also, if I screw something up, I can just, redo it. And in the final product, nobody ever knows. And I also have a lot more control over my transitions. So anyway, I'm going to do a pre-show here for Blog TV user Corvette fan. He's known as Corvette 1658 on YouTube. So let's get started. Okay, everybody, this is Weasel2HTM. I'm doing a pre-show here for our friend Corvette fan. So let's get things started with some KT Tunstall with Suddenly I See. See, I had a brain freeze right there. So we can just do a little bit of editing here. See how this sounds. Oh, shizzle. With Sun Stall. KT Tunstall. With Suddenly I See. Okay, I sound a little stupid there. Tunstall. Oh, well, screw it. Not a big deal. Let's drag that on in. If I really was going to, I could re-record that, but I'm not that worried about it. Okay, let's zoom this in. Now, I want to see something here. Okay, everybody, this is Weasel2HTM. I'm doing a pre-show here for our friend Corvette fan. So let's get things started with some KT Tunstall with Suddenly I See. Oh, now see, that just works perfect. I was wondering if I could maybe get away with that. So let's, I'm going to bump up the gain on this just a little bit. I'll probably have to just take the song down just a little bit. I might have goofed that. We'll see. Okay, everybody. Okay, everybody. This is we. Yeah, see, I goofed. So, let's try that. Okay, everybody. This is Weasel2HTM. I'm doing a pre-show here for our friend Corvette. Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm going to have to whip out the envelope tool. So, don't squeeze it quite that much. So let's try this. Okay, everybody, this is Weasel2HTM. I'm doing a pre-show here for our friend Corvette fan. So let's get things started with some KT Tunstall with Suddenly I See. You know, sometimes making the fade up as quick as possible sounds right, but instead, I'm going to kind of stretch it out just a little bit, see if that sounds better. Okay, everybody, this is Weasel2HTM. I'm doing a pre-show here for our friend Corvette fan. So let's get things started with some KT Tunstall with Suddenly I See. Yeah, dragging out that that volume up on the song definitely sounded much better. So that was a good idea. So what else can we do here? Oh, you know what? You know, I've done this song before on for a Corvette pre-show, but I'm going to do it again because, frankly, it's about the only time I get away with playing this song, and I think this song's awesome. So, I know it's cheesy pop, but I like it. Get some dragging Clay Aiken here. I do. I really think that's just a well-crafted pop song. So, okay, but first, let's listen to our endings here. Oh yeah, this will be perfect in order to do what I was thinking of doing. Can't. Let's listen to that one more time. Now let's back it up a little and get a little more of the context. I could do two things. I could fade it out a little quicker. That'll be the easier one. I'm going to try that first. No, I'm not really happy with the way that's working either. So let's do a Control 1 here and zoom this in just a little bit. And nope. And let's do that. See if we can just make that a little louder. Wait. Did I lose my envelope? Nope, it's still there. I'd like a little more on here, but I think this will work. I could also do an envelope here or just a simple fade out. However, I'm happy with it. So let's, all right. Ooh, this looks like it's, okay, it's got a nice long fade out of the song. So what can we do to, will be a next song that we can throw in? At some point, I've got a couple songs I want to throw in a little later, but I'm not quite ready for those yet. So, no, I'm not quite ready for Dead Eye Dick. I am going to play that, though. So, that's, see, that's the fun of these. Well, of course, normally when I'm doing a Weasel show, while music's playing is while I can decide. But with Dragon and Dropbean, I don't have to let it go all the way through. You know what? I'm feeling some James Taylor. How sweet it is. Here we go. I'm just feeling that right now. So let's drag that in. All right. I have no idea how this is going to work. I bet I can start it there. How sweet it is. No, that was perfect. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Yeah, I could move it up, but I don't think it would. Well, let's just try it. Where are we? About right there. So let's. See, it just isn't working. So let's put it back about where it was. Is that where? See, I shouldn't have tried it. But see, we got a great little transition right there. All right, I'm probably... Yeah, now I'm going to decide my next song and then do some yappity 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 yappity. Yeah, you get the idea. I mean, silly now. Let's see here. All right, I've done some lighter rock songs. Let's, what should we go with? Yeah, okay, I know what I'm gonna, well, can we get one more good one in? Yeah, let's, you know what, let's just do one more. Well, maybe not. Nope, I'm not feeling that. Come on, I want to get a couple more songs in before I... Hey, I know. Yeah, let's, Nope, not feeling that either. Was going to go with Hall & Oates, but I think I know what I do want. Where's Richard Marx at? Just watch. The song I want won't be on there. No, the song I was thinking of is Vinyl, and I really don't feel like recording that in right now, so let's, but this song right here will be more than suitable. I know I'm lazy. I'm pathetic. I'm too lazy to rip in a vinyl. It's not hard, but... Oh, yep, definitely. I bet you right about there. There we go. That's more like it. And that'll be a good transition. because it's still adult contemporary, but I've got some, well, not so adult contemporary songs I want to play. So let's that was Richard Marx with Satisfied. Before that, we had some How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You by James Taylor. And now for some Dead Eye Dick on Corvette Fans Pre-Show by Weasel2HTM. Okay, now let's find Dead Eye Dick. This is actually a song recycled from Dave Thunder's pre-show. However, I did an absolutely epic transition between this and the next song I'm going to do, and I have to do it again in this video. I have to. I can't resist. It was too cool of a transition not to do twice, if I can get it to work again. Okay, let's... Okay, first, let's listen to how this sounds. That was Richard Marx with Satisfied. Before that, we had some house... we need some gainage. That was Richard Marx with... Oh, shizzle. Too much. That was Richard Marx with Satisfied. Before that, we had... Nope. Let's... see if we can cheat this a little bit. That was Richard Marx with Satisfied. Not bad. I'm just going to scooch this forward just a little bit and I'll fix it. That was Richard Marx with Satisfied. Before that, we had... That's what I probably should have done in the first place. This will probably be too much. That was Richard Marx with Satisfied. Before that, we had some How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You by James Taylor. Yeah. That was Richard Marx with Satisfied. Before that, we had some How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You by James Taylor. And now for some Dead Eye Dick on Corvette Fans Pre-Show by Weasel2HTM. You know what? I bet you I can... That was Richard Marx with Satisfied. Before that, we had some How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You by James Taylor. And now for some Dead Eye Dick on Corvette Fans Pre-Show by Weasel2HTM. There's the money shot. Actually, I probably could have saved myself some trouble and just moved this a little more forward. I just didn't think I would be able to put it quite that deep into the song. But as it was, I was able to. So anyway, let's... Alright, now, hit Foster the People here, baby. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. There we go. Here's Houdini. In Dave's show, I did a really cool sounding transition between these two, between New Age Girl and Houdini. It's in such a way where it's just so unexpected but cool sounding. You know, it'd save me a lot of trouble if I just... Alright. Line these suckers up. More zoom age. Let's center that right about there. Control 3 is zoom out. Isn't that just the coolest, most unexpected sounding transition? There's almost a delay there before you realize, oh my gosh, song change. You know this song's ending, but you don't you hear this one start and you go, whoa. Now, let's see here. All right, let's find a good song with a hard start, shall we? Let's see here. Well, you know what? On Dave's pre-show, I started off with Fleetwood. I followed that up with Fleetwood Mac. Let's try a different Fleetwood Mac song, shall we? This is what I used on Dave's show. First, I tried to use Little Lies, and that fell on its face. Hey, this could be interesting. Fleetwood Mac is an amazing band. So let's scooch this forward. Forward, forward, forward. Alright, let's... Alright, let's see how this works. I'm going to bump it back just a little more, but I think it was good where it was. I don't know, it sounds about the same either way. I want to take a little closer look at that. Okay, let's try that. I think that's about how I'm going to like it. Yep, that's how I like it. I'm happy. Da, 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 da. Can't you understand me? Baby, don't you hand me a line. Yep, that song works. That song worked really well, actually. The ending of that Foster the People song is a little, I don't know, it works, but just getting another song to butt up nicely with it just doesn't always work the best. I've been reasonably happy with the two Fleetwood Mac songs, but I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, gosh. I don't know. We might run into some overtime. I was going to do 30 minutes, but I see a song I have to put in, and I've got some others I want to use, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go and... No, it's going to come out about 30 minutes, I think. I've gotten everything on here that I really wanted to get on here. Should have put some more dance on here, but oh well. Well, this song's kind of a dance song. I know Corvette will love it. All right. I don't think it's going to... I think I'm going to have to put this forward, but let's just see how it sounds. That worked better than I thought it would. However, I do feel like the two are clashing just a little bit. So I'm going to just kind of move this forward just a little bit. Now let's listen again. I think it'd be advantageous just to stick a fade out right there. Man. I think I want it to actually fade out a little quicker than that. Probably should have just used the envelope tool so I could control it easier. Yeah, the two beats kind of clash, but Ah, man. Yeah, screw it. I'll just envelope tool it. Alright. I'm gonna want it to be full volume about there. And then even there we go. That's more like what I'm looking for. Actually, I can be happy with that. Okay, so we're at 30 minutes, so however, I feel like I should do that official last song. So let's see what we can scrounge here. Good vibrations, maybe? Not feeling it. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, Roxette. I know what I'm going to do here. Let's go back to our handy dandy selection tool. I'm going to guess right here it's going to be about where I want it. Right there was Don Henley with Dirty Laundry. And now for the last song before Corvette fan takes over his show, here's The Look by Roxette. Okay, now we drag our song in. Okay, it zooms out. Let's move this over. All right, there's our approximate. Let's just listen how this sounds as is. Right there was Don Henley with Dirty Laundry. And now for the last song before Corvette fan takes over his show, here's The Look by Roxette. Okay, it's very clear that this song needs to fade out a little more, so I do try to use the natural fades where I can. So let's just, I probably could have saved myself on that Fleetwood Mac song by just scooting this a little more forward, but oh well. Now I'm going to want this probably about here. I might play with the level on that just a little bit to get it so I can run it behind my yapping, but let's just see how this sounds. Right there was Don Henley with Dirty Laundry, and now for right there was that's a little bit let's see if we can try the quick and dirty adjustment. Right there was Don Henley with Dirty Laundry. And now for the last song before Corvette fan takes over his show, here's The Look by Roxette. Okay, I did the quick and dirty fade out. That did exactly what I needed to. It just cut the level just enough for me to be able to easily talk over it. And then I thought about maybe trying to adjust this and let it run behind me talking. However, the transition between me stopping and this starting is about what I like. So let's now oh man, nah, that's not gonna work. Let's go to the beginning. Okay, everybody, this is Weasel2HTM. We're hitting just below -9 on that song. How are we at, Clay Aiken? Just above -9. That's pretty good. How's James Taylor?
Everywhere I went, seems I'd been there. I could just feel so fine.
The peaks on James Taylor are higher, as you can see here, but the general sound level is about the same, as you can hear when I go between them. So let's see how Richard Marx is.
Don't you know?
Sounds a little quieter, but it's hitting it's close enough. You can normalize and all that stuff, but it never works perfect. We had some How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You by James Taylor. And now for some we had some How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You by James Taylor. And now for some Dead Eye Dick on Corvette Fans Pre-Show by Weasel2HTM. This one's hitting a little hotter, but still well within tolerance. And of course, Foster the People. I transitioned these songs to another one, so I know it's going to be pretty close. It's so compressed that the lower level sounds louder. So, and since the viewer of the pre-show is not going to see these waves, nor are they going to give a monkeys, who cares? We want the human ear to perceive it as being relatively close. Yeah, they sound about the same, so that's good there. They sound pretty close. You gotta be careful, though. They sound about the same, but the waves look completely different. They sound about the same, so I'm not going to complain. So now sometimes you will have to bump stuff up, but you got to be real careful because sometimes you'll bump something up and then, oh gosh, now the next thing sounds too quiet, so you bump it up. You can very easily get into a loop, which you do not want. Control A, tracks, mix and render. Yeah, this will be much, much quicker than... I tried to do this video once before, and Cam Studio just decided that it was going to corrupt the file instead of saving it. So that was quite amusing. So I thought, well, that was a pretty big undertaking to do an hour-long pre-show, and I don't know how long it took me to do that video, so... You know what? Stuff happens, so... And really, I think that video was long enough. It was starting to get kind of redundant. So I think doing this shorter pre-show and, as a result, shorter video will give a person the idea on how I do these on Audacity, but without going on and on. And I kind of think that other video was. So anyway, as I BS to burn time while this is mixing and rendering... 2, 1. Come on. There we go. So. You can clearly hear at that transition that even though the levels say that the Foster the People track is quieter, your ears say about the same. So anyway, let's bump the level on this just a little bit. Let's make it so the peak amplitude is -0.1. I'll keep it just barely below clipping. That figure works well for me. And now we're running the amplified function, which is taking roughly a minute on this computer, which, again, we've got a, well, just a little over 34-minute pre-show here. It looks, yeah, this is going to take pretty much 1 minute to do. Another advantage to using the shorter video is I'm hoping, since there's less music in it, because unfortunately a video like this having music is 100% unavoidable. Hopefully that will keep me from being as dinged or noticed. I mean, these little clips are very, very short. However, what content I'll pick up is nothing short of amazing. I had one video temporarily uploaded, and you could just... the music level was low, but distorted and really not that audible. And it nailed the song. I couldn't believe it. So that video is deleted from my YouTube channel because I do not want... I just feel like having that kind of stuff is just a recipe for eventual disaster. And I just don't like having them on there. Okay, so we've got our amplified waveform. The only sign of it getting close is right there. Let's see what that is. That was Richard Marx was Satisfied. Before that, we had some How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You by James Taylor. Yeah, I could probably put a compressor on my voice, but that's just too much work. So, what do we have next? We need to export. Okay, what we got is Corvette fan. And today is 27th, I believe. Yep. And I'm using a... I'll just show you. I'm using a VBR MP3. I feel those seem to work the best for me. Oh, and one rather annoying feature of Audacity, it pulls in the metadata and ID3 tags. Okay, well, everybody, that's how I do a pre-show with Audacity. Like I may have said, I've done a 40-minute pre-show in 20 minutes. So you can definitely see that's... it's a very efficient way of doing it, and a lot cheaper than a DeLorean. So, I hope you all enjoyed this, found this informative, most of all. These are a ton of fun to do. Man, too bad I couldn't make extra money by doing this. But anyway, here's what we got. This is exporting. Thank you for watching. Leave a construction comment down in Lower Sublovia should you feel the need. And all retarded negative comments will be deleted. Thank you.